Hey friends, Shawn here with Manly Made Minute, and I am back for my 30-day watercolor challenge. This is my personal challenge to myself, and I am on day 5. I skipped the weekend as I went home for the weekend. I'm down in Florida here for work and just thought I need something to do in the hotel room. So if you watch my previous videos, you'll see my crafting on the go packages and purpose behind this. I am just practicing my watercolors on shading and coloring and all the things that go with it. So, and I'm using watercolor to do so. I want some practice with watercolor. A little bit different on this one. Since I went home for the weekend, I actually did some stamping and embossing on my next 5 for the week. And so I'm using watercolor paper. This is the Canson XL watercolor paper. I did some on the smooth side. There's a rough side and a smooth side. This one is on the smooth side, and I did some on the rough side, just to kind of see the difference in the texture and so forth. Before we get started, let's take a look at my first 4. And I'll do this each video just so that you can see progression or maybe not progression. I don't feel like my last one, I did not like my last one. So this was day 1. This is day 2. Day 3, which I feel like is my best so far. And then day 4. I tried to do some browns and yellows and just not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. So today I'm going to be doing orange and red. Again, I want 2 contrasting colors just so that I can see how my shading is going and how my technique is going and go from there. I had done some where I've colored the whole flower with the light color, then the shading. And I also did some, which was this one, which seemed to be the best, petal by petal. So I'm going to go petal by petal. And hopefully I get a little bit better blooming and different things on this watercolor paper than I did on these first 4, which was on my Nina 110-pound 110-pound cardstock. So I'm going to get my colors ready on my little palette over here, and I'm just going to color. I'll speed this up so that you're not sitting here for the full hour and shorten this video down for you. And I will see you on the flip side on my final product for my practice for this evening. Okay, friends, I am so sorry, but my phone cut out on me again. When I went home, I downloaded like 2,000 pictures and videos off my phone, thought I freed up enough space, and now apparently not. So I just tried to clean up the cloud. Not sure if this is going to continue to work or not. I might have to figure something out. But anyway, really quick, I think my camera cut out over here on this picture. I used a yellow and 2 yellow greens and did my leaves. I tried to do dark, medium, and light on the leaves this time versus kind of just squiggles all over and meshed it together. And this is what I got. So really quick, watercolor paper makes a huge, huge, huge difference. I found myself kind of just trying different things through this whole time. I tried wetting the whole thing, putting one color down, then adding the second. I found I had to go through and darken it back up after it dried, because as it dries, it lightens up. So that's what I did on each flower at a time. I did find I was having to pull back and mop up some of the water, redo some of the color, and add some water. And so I was going back and forth between more water, less water, and then sopping things up and blending things back out. So the watercolor paper has made a huge, huge difference. I think this turned out pretty good for my first time on watercolor paper. I think it's showing some improvement from these, for sure. If I look at my last one compared to this one, if I look at my favorite compared to that one, I definitely feel this has more depth and more, just some more substance to it. So I'm getting there. Again, this is day 5 of my personal watercolor challenge. And thanks for hanging with me. One last thing. I did have from some followers on Instagram reach out to me. I am using my Ling watercolors. It is a pan set that I got on Amazon. This is it. I also have some Tim Holtz watercolor pencils that I've been using, and I've put the shavings in this little travel kit that I have. And so this is my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. Not all of them, obviously. Also, some have reached out and said they wanted to do the challenge for themselves as well. By all means, go right ahead. I've been asked if they can tag me. Go right ahead. Feel free to tag me. I'm using the hashtag #ThinkOutsideTheSplatterbox, which I realized nobody had several months ago had been using. So I created that one. So feel free to hashtag #ThinkOutsideTheSplatterbox and tag me at Manly Made Minute. Feel free to follow me and do your own 30-day challenge, and would love to see what you all are coming up with as well. So thanks for hanging in with me, and this is day 5 of my watercolor challenge.